She's 60, but her skin looks half that age. No luxury creams, no surgeries, just 5 strange rituals from Soviet-era Russia that most people have forgotten. Why did these methods work so well back then? And what are women today missing about how beauty was once built to last? Back then, beauty wasn't about products, it was about habits. Your grandmother probably told you to splash cold water on your face in the morning. Russian women took that advice and cranked it up. They used ice, actual frozen chunks of it. Some even grabbed handfuls of fresh snow and rubbed it directly on their skin, every single morning. This was daily life in Soviet Russia. They called it Ledovi Procedure. Sounds brutal, right? But it worked. When you press something freezing cold against your skin, your blood vessels constrict immediately. Then, the second you remove the ice, those vessels open back up wide. Blood rushes in. That rapid change pushes fresh, oxygen-rich blood into your skin cells. Healthier cells mean younger-looking skin. The results were visible almost immediately. Puffiness under the eyes? Gone. Swollen face from sleep? Deflated in minutes. The cold tightened pores instantly. That natural rosy flush wasn't blush. That was real blood flow. Russian women didn't stop at plain ice cubes, chamomile tea, mint, green tea. They'd brew these, freeze them into cubes, and use those instead. While the ice worked on circulation, the herbs added their own benefits. It was simple but incredibly effective. This replaced toners and serums. No chemicals, just cold and plants. Water was free. Herbs grew in gardens or could be bought for pennies. No fancy brands needed. Modern science caught up decades later. Now we have cryotherapy chambers where people pay hundreds of dollars. But Russian babushkas were doing this back when the rest of the world thought beauty came from a jar. They knew better all along. What made this approach effective was consistency. Russian women didn't skip mornings. That daily commitment built results over years and decades. Skin stayed firm and youthful looking. But ice wasn't the only secret. Russian women weren't just putting things on their skin. They were eating their way to beauty. Kefir, sauerkraut, kvass, pickled cucumbers, fermented beets, all simple foods with powerful effects. These were survival foods. When winter lasts half the year and fresh vegetables disappear, you preserve what you have. Fermentation was the answer. It kept food from spoiling completely. Your gut controls more than you think. A healthy gut means better nutrient absorption. When your digestive system works properly, waste leaves your body instead of showing up on your face as breakouts or inflammation. It's all connected. Fermented foods are packed with probiotics. Those are the good bacteria that keep your gut balanced. Russian women ate these daily because that's what was available. They didn't need fancy supplements. Kefir contains lactic acid, which gently exfoliates skin from the inside out. It's also loaded with vitamin B2, B12, and calcium. B vitamins support skin repair. It worked like internal skincare. Sauerkraut juice got applied directly to faces. That juice is acidic and full of vitamins C and K. It refreshes dull skin. Some women swear by it daily. A strong immune system fights inflammation throughout your body, including in your skin. Less inflammation means fewer breakouts and slower aging. The connection is direct and measurable. Fermented foods help your body maintain proper mineral balance. This controls how well your cells hold water. During harsh winters, these foods kept their skin hydrated from within. No expensive products required. When toxins build up, they show up on your skin. By keeping their digestive systems clean, Russian women prevented many problems before they started. Prevention was their strategy. Your skin reflects what's happening inside your body. They understood this completely. But feeding your body was only part of it. Walk into any Soviet-era store and try to find makeup. The shelves were mostly empty. Lipstick was rare. Foundation was a luxury item. So they focused on their actual skin. Real beauty, not covered beauty. No foundation meant no clogged pores. Most modern skin problems come from what we put on our faces. Heavy makeup traps dirt, oil, and bacteria. Then you use more makeup to cover breakouts, which causes more. It's an endless cycle. Russian women skipped that trap. Cold water, mild soap, done. Sometimes a bit of sunflower oil. Their skin never dealt with synthetic chemicals. Nothing artificial touched their faces. This simplicity had compound effects over decades. All those years of chemicals add up. Russian women avoided this by never starting. Their skin aged naturally and slowly. Natural oils became their moisturizers. They contain vitamins and fatty acids that skin recognizes. These oils were pure. Sunflower oil was especially popular and accessible. Skipping makeup meant skipping makeup removal. All that tugging and rubbing around your eyes. Russian women never had to do that. Their skins stayed undamaged and strong. The focus shifted from decoration to hygiene. Beauty wasn't about looking different. Instead of covering flaws, they worked on not creating them. Prevention over correction always wins. When you constantly cover your skin, it stops regulating itself. Russian women's skin learned to balance naturally. It functioned the way it should. The culture supported this. Natural beauty was valued. Clean, healthy skin was enough. Nobody judged them for it. Still, what they applied directly made a bigger difference. Russian women got their treatments from the kitchen. Potatoes, honey, oats, herbs from the garden. Nothing came from stores or beauty counters. Potato starch naturally firms skin. Women would grate raw potatoes, apply the pulp as a face mask, and rinse. Puffiness disappeared. It worked better than expensive eye creams. Potatoes contain vitamin C, which supports collagen production. Expensive creams boast about these same ingredients in synthetic forms. Russian women got them from the source, free, and fresher than anything bottled. Honey pulls moisture from the air into your skin. It's also naturally antibacterial. A thin layer for 10 minutes, hydrated, healed, and protected. Simple application with powerful results. Chamomile and mint got brewed and used as facial rinses. Chamomile calms inflammation. Mint refreshes tired skin. Both herbs grew easily in gardens. Oats mixed with sour cream became the perfect exfoliator. Oats remove dead cells. The lactic acid provides chemical exfoliation. Skin glowed after every use. Beer or apple cider vinegar got applied after washing to add shine and balance the scalp. This prevented dandruff. Hair looked healthier without synthetic products. Burdock root oil strengthened hair. They'd massage it into the scalp weekly. Hair grew thicker. It was nature's hair growth serum. None of these contained preservatives. Everything was fresh and safe. You could eat everything they used. When you use fresh ingredients, you get maximum concentration. Russian women made it fresh and used it immediately. Potency was at its peak. This was about resourcefulness. They used what they had. Kitchen ingredients became beauty treatments. But even perfect skincare means nothing if your lifestyle tears it down. You can ice your face and eat fermented vegetables, but if you're chronically stressed, you're still going to look terrible. Russian women knew this. Lifestyle mattered more than products ever could. Routine was everything. Meals at the same time daily, sleep at the same time. This stabilized their hormones, which controlled skin clarity and aging speed. Predictability kept them young-looking. Chronic stress destroys beauty faster than anything. When you're stressed, your body floods with cortisol. This hormone breaks down collagen. It triggers inflammation and disrupts sleep. Stress shows on your face immediately. Russian women had built-in stress management through community. Social gatherings were regular connections. Tea drinking was a moment of calm built into every day. They prioritized peace over productivity. Lower cortisol meant preserved collagen. Women who maintained calm lifestyles maintained their facial structure better. Skin sagged less. Wrinkles formed much slower than expected. Herbal teas played a supporting role. St. John's wort for mood, thyme for relaxation, gentle support for the nervous system. They drank these teas daily. Eating similar foods at similar times kept blood sugar stable. This showed up as even skin tone. No breakouts from sugar spikes. Outdoor activity improved blood flow and mental state. Being outside reduced stress naturally. Fresh air made a visible difference. Consistent routines prevented hormonal fluctuations that accelerate aging. Russian women's predictable days allowed their bodies to optimize skin repair. Everything functioned better with consistency. Inner peace reflected outward. You can see stress on someone's face. Russian women who maintained calm lives showed less damage. Their faces stayed relaxed and youthful. Beauty was viewed as a result, not a goal. You built health and balance, and beauty followed. It wasn't something to chase desperately. The transformation was slow. Day by day, these habits built up into results that compounded over decades. Time revealed the truth of their methods. This tied everything together. Ice facials, fermented foods, minimal makeup, natural treatments. All of it worked better with a calm, consistent lifestyle. Nothing worked in isolation alone. Russian babushkas didn't have advanced skincare or expensive treatments. They had ice, vegetables, and discipline. They had routine, community, and calm. With just those simple tools, they cracked a code the beauty industry still struggles to match. Sometimes ancient wisdom beats modern science.